Welcome back. Today's chore is to complete the through hull fitting job that I've been working on. In order to facilitate the new through hull fitting, I have to drill that hole out. That hole is 1 1/4 inch, or maybe 1 3/8 inch wide, and I need to make it 2 inches wide, which is a bit of a challenge. The reason being is that hole saw has a drill in the middle of it. You drill the drill into the material that you want to cut your big hole in, and the drill bit acts as a pilot. Of course, in this case, I already have a huge hole, and it would be kind of silly to try and find a 1 3/8 inch drill bit as a pilot. So what I did was I grabbed my hole saw, took a piece of fiberglass, cut it to the same size as the hole that's already in there, fit it over the drill bit, and I'll use this basically as a bushing with which to cut my 2 inch hole. Let's see how it works. Yep. First attempt, not so much. Go back to the drawing board. Take 2. This time I'm going to attempt to put the fiberglass sleeve inside the hole and then use it as a bushing. That worked just as I had hoped. Managed to get the extra 1/4 inch hole drilled out without too much fuss or bother. And it's now ready for the new fitting. How awesome is that? Next step in the cunning plan of putting the through hull in is everybody's favorite, the devil's glue. Oh yeah, 4200 going in there. Seal it up, make it watertight. Got a tip for you though. So, done a lot of reading online about these big tubes of 3200 or 4200, and the big beef with them is that as soon as you cut the tip and use it, the whole tube goes hard. The reason for that is because the stuff doesn't air cure, it moisture cures. It takes humidity in the air to kick the stuff off. And what I discovered is that if you put some form of dielectric grease on the tip, wrap it in some paper towel or tissue or something, put a little tape over that. This tube is about 6 months old, I think. It's still soft. The problem with letting these things go off is that this tube costs about $21 down at the chandlery, and the small tube, the 3 or 4 ounce tube, is about $19, so $3 difference in about 50%, 75% difference in volume. It's worth saving. Now to put the through hull in. The sun has come out, which is a bit of a treat. It's reasonably warm. I think I'm ready to take my jacket off. And I have decided that because the weather is nice, I'm going to attempt to start installing the Bowsprit platform. It's a job that I was ready to do quite a while ago and just have not got around to doing. It would have been easier to put the bowsprit platform on when the bowsprit was actually on the ground or on my bench in the shop, but that would have made installing the bowsprit ridiculously difficult. So of the two options, I chose to mount the bowsprit and then mount the bowsprit platform. But as you can see behind me, I have to work at the top of a ladder. The bowsprit's only about 4 inches wide, so dragging tools out there and drilling and screwing and fastening things down, probably not a wise option. I'd like to have a scaffold, but I don't have a scaffold, so I am going to attempt to install it from the top of the ladder. I have modified the installation a little bit. I've got some brackets and some stainless steel plates to hold the thing in place. Of all the Westsail 32s that I've seen online, this bowsprit platform is kind of unusual. The plan calls for, I think it's about an 1.5 or 1.25 deep teak with a bolt run right through the bowsprit. This one does not have that. The teak is probably about 5/8 of an inch thick, and it has a ledge along the bowsprit they get screwed into. And I'm not sure which method I prefer, but my biggest concern would be ingress of water. This Douglas fir that's going to, so I really want to avoid any rot. I've drilled and filled with epoxy and re-drilled all the holes in the bowsprit to prevent ingress of water, and I don't want to mess that up now. The screw holes that I'm going to be screwing have already been pre-drilled, so I just need to drill them out and then screw the platform in place. Of course, I wouldn't be able to walk on it without some kind of bracing, which I will maybe put on today, or maybe I'll put that on another day. I'll show you what I'm up to when I get to it. In the meantime, time to get busy. Pretty good day overall. I got a couple of little jobs done that are kind of time consuming but needed to be done before the boat goes back in the water. I started to work on the bowsprit platform, and then in the middle of my cogitations decided to install the G10 brackets that I had cut some months ago. I've been kind of waffling as to whether I should put them on or not, and the deciding factor was that if I didn't put them on, I would probably regret not putting them on. Not that it'd be any less structurally sound, but I like overkill, and so I decided to put them on. And the process for doing that was to cut a groove in the ledge for the bowsprit platform with a router, fill it up with thickened epoxy, and then clamp the brackets in place. Have a look. So that's how they look right at this moment. The green bits sticking out the side are the brackets, and the blue thing clamped with that, holding them in place while the epoxy hardens. The sun went away while I was working, so it's gone chilly, windy. So the epoxy is going to take some time to kick off. It doesn't really matter because I'm in a huge hurry to get it done. And once that is done, I can put the Bowsprit platform back on. There's only 2 more holes I have to drill into the Bowsprit, and that is for the plate that goes over the top. And I will overdrill, fill, and re-drill those. Shouldn't be too big of a deal, just a little. And the other ones you can see here, those are drilled and filled, and I will drill again, like here. I've already drilled those ones out and tested them. That will be a project for another day. In the meantime, I also put my lifelines, or some of the lifelines, back in place. They're just kicking around on the deck, so yeah, I'll get those up out of the way. They'll probably be in the way when I need to put the teak cap rail back on, but that doesn't really matter. I can work around them. And the other thing I got done was the through hull. So that's the through hull for the new Triducer, as it's called. The insert that goes into here is inside the shop. I'll show you that. This is the Triducer temperature, depth, and speed log. It will fit into that through hull from the inside. The cables will run to the instruments. This is a blank. In case you want to haul out and do some work on it, you can put the blank in there, fill the hole. And I need to paint this. I'm not really keen on the idea of painting the depth sounder, but that's what the instructions say to do, so that's what I will do. So not a particularly long day, but a lot of little jobs accomplished, which needed to be done. It's a step in the right direction. The sailmaker came by this week. He was supposed to come out today, but family emergency. He couldn't make it today, so he actually came out yesterday when I wasn't here and measured the boats for sail. So this coming week, I expect to hear from him with some data on sail sizes and cuts and cloth and all that kind of thing. And in the meantime, y'all have yourself a great day now here. Fair winds, falling seas. God bless.